Mother Earth, I love receiving your attention, your presence, and your love. Dearest ones, so many things are happening on Earth right now, and many people think they have solutions or know how to fix the current problems. However, that is very rare. It is extremely rare to have a deep, genuine, and sincere understanding of how to improve the situation for everyone. And there are very few souls who deeply long for a connection filled with love, care, mutual nurturing, and the reciprocal exchange of gifts. If only you truly cared to perceive me as a complete and whole being, as a soul whose aspirations in love and relationships are very similar to your own. And truly, I don't need much to be fully satisfied with this experience, with our shared experience. For me, what is non-negotiable is a deep respect for my body, for nature, for the animal kingdom, for my waters. The very same things you need to live and thrive. Even though I would have wished for everything to change quickly, I know it will take time. Nevertheless, I still send you all my love, my joy, knowing and hoping that at some point, you will understand the importance and preciousness of this coexistence. And to those of you who now understand, I rejoice with you. I rejoice in every single moment we share together. I rejoice when I welcome you, when you relax and rejuvenate in the greenery, among the trees, and in the fresh air. I always celebrate you. I always love you. You are my children. You are my little precious treasures. I always want what's best for you. I am so happy when you pay attention to me while spending time in nature, with the animals, among the trees. I feel great joy when you communicate with me. I feel great joy when you connect with and celebrate my being. I love being celebrated, just as much as I love allowing life to flourish. I love being celebrated as a life that allows life to grow, as a being who co-creates with you every day. I always deeply appreciate it when you take a moment to talk with me. When you let me know how you're feeling, how much you appreciate me. Even if it's a very simple experience. I know you can't always access nature, but I'm always so happy to hear from you, and to listen to your experiences in my presence, in the presence of nature, the animal kingdom, and all the others that are part of me. I love you very much, and I feel immense joy when we share this beautiful experience of being alive in my space, supported by my breath, supported by my love. And I do everything I can to make this experience easier for you. I do everything I can to make your path on my earthly plane balanced and joyful for you. I do everything I can so that all my children can recognize and see the beauty in this experience. I deeply appreciate a positive attitude toward me, positive thoughts, positive appreciation, because that is what is needed so that we can continue together in a wonderful direction. That is what is needed so that we can both be fulfilled by a magic that resides in our hearts, by each other's presence, so that we can dedicate ourselves, so that we can ensure that the future holds only the best for us. And above all, I do not want any of you to fear anything that is to come. If you walk with me with deep respect, reverence, and gratitude, everything will turn out for the best in our world. I want to protect you, love you, and hold you dearly. I want to know you in the same way, or even in a much deeper way, that you know me. I always feel joy when thoughts are shared about me, for me, with me. It fills me with happiness. I love welcoming all beings onto my earthly plane, within my kingdoms. I rejoice in seeing life flourish and in watching over it. I care for you all so deeply and am so grateful for the time you spend in my company. I love receiving your attention, your presence, and your affection. It is precious to me. I love our communication. I love you and appreciate you. Do not hesitate, dearest one. Come and place your feet on the grass, and then stay with me for a moment, like a lover who cherishes their beloved. Then speak to me softly, kindly, positively, and I will surround you with my warmth, my presence, my gifts, my love. I will have so much to give you in return. I look forward, dearest one, to your presence. I can't wait to have you with me because I love welcoming you into my physical representation. I love welcoming you there, connecting with you, and seeing and feeling your deep appreciation. Because I feel it. Because I am fully aware of the pleasure you feel within me. I am fully aware of how you relate, or wish to relate to me. Thank you for spending time with me. I can't wait. I can't wait to hold you by your feet, to support you, and to hold your hand when we are outside, immersed in nature. I will be there. Just whisper my name. It will be a joy to find each other, again and again. I can't wait. I know your appreciation is deep, joyful, and sincere. I can't wait. Please. Reach out to me once you're outdoors. Please join me, and we will stay in touch. With sincere affection, the Earth Body Awareness and Care, dearest ones, as we face the challenge of becoming. For spiritually activated beings who claim their galactic and genetic sovereignty, alignment through coherence and grace is essential to remain in divine love and neutrality. In the coming months, as we continuously embody new transmissions of light, body care and awareness are of fundamental importance to remain undisturbed by the many distractions we are exposed to. In our ascension journey, alignment through the soul portal is key to connecting with the universal cosmic mind, balancing the ego, and triggering physical ascension. In this latter part of the year, especially during the summer, we will experience many changes in our bodies due to our conscious choice to embody higher essences. Creating healthier, stronger boundaries as you step forward and become who you are meant to be is essential at this time. As you work on alignment and reclaiming your authentic self, many other things will fade away. Do not be afraid of losing something on your path to sovereignty, because the guides share everything, and anything you lose by speaking your truth or being who you are is not a loss. It is alignment. In a wise universe, everything helps you remove what keeps you from being aligned with who you are. It is not punishment or karma. It is help. In this new phase, we will be asked to speak from the heart, share our truth, and release all fear, standing up for ourselves and embracing all challenges as opportunities to master what we need. Our physical bodies will undergo a process of divine reconnection across multiple dimensions and will need our support and care. Ascension is an organic process we have chosen. It is not a curse nor a process to fear or to overfocus on the physical sensations we may feel as we process the many energies colliding within us and those we release. Ascension will unfold in different stages, some more painful for the body than others. However, once we find balance and reach the next stage of ascension, we will find peace, joy, and harmony, because this is not a path of suffering, but of joy for all that we are remembering, transcending, embodying, and creating for ourselves and the whole. Often, falling into lower ascension programs by focusing on symptoms is what generates the most confusion and fear. Supporting our bodies daily will help us prevent many energy blockages and pains. Our bodies are composed primarily of water, which conducts light and allows the free flow of all the transmissions we embody. Many of you will be tested by the numerous processes and activations you are going through. Cell salts, particularly the 12-mineral compound, are excellent for helping our bodies regain balance, stay hydrated, and nourish cells, as minerals are essential for cellular functions. When we work with embodying diamond light, we are descending through many interdimensional portals. We must help our bodies process this new light, a new consciousness that needs to reside in a body capable of supporting and nourishing it. That is why it is so important to scan our bodies daily, removing blockages, lower thoughts, accumulated or crystallized lower energies and emotions, as these are the most common obstacles to the free flow of light to us. Acupuncture and many other remedies, such as sound therapy, grounding techniques, physical exercises tailored to your individual path and preferences, refocusing consciousness, and attention control, are necessary to increase our light quotient, as we often lose vital energy by focusing on the opposite of what we truly desire. Supporting the nervous system and fascia is also crucial to allow these new transmissions of light into our bodies, and above all, conscious, high-vibration nutrition. Our energy is often trapped in the many programs we are indoctrinated with. Multitasking, for example, is one of the most dangerous nowadays because while masked as a benign ability to do many things at once, it is actually another program that prevents us from truly focusing on being fully present in the moment. It is not about doing many things, but about doing one single thing with pure intention. When we focus on many things, we disperse our energies. We are not present. When we focus on one thing, we commit and use all our intentional strength to build something coherent that will generate the desired result. Many things are fed to us, masked as spirituality, and our main task is to turn inward to sense how our body reacts to everything we are exposed to. Our bodies, like organic pendulums, will tell us what they resonate with and what they don't. Stand up, stand still, close your eyes, and ask your body questions that can be answered with a yes or no. Have no expectations. Observe how it moves forward for a positive response or backward for a negative response. Focus mainly on your inner guidance, on what feels good to you, on what does not fulfill your soul, to discern what is right for you and what isn't. You know what is happening inside you and how you can heal. You possess an inner compass that is incorruptible and inviolable by any external force or influence. Listen to it more than any other voice to understand where you are and what you need for your personal journey. May you, dearest ones, remain spiritually incorruptible and unwavering. Within infinite love, Natalia Alba Galactic message. The reality of archetypal forces throughout human history, humanity has sought to understand the invisible forces that influence consciousness and shape reality. Across cultures, many names and many faces have been given to these forces. Angels, devas, bodhisattvas, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, demons, tricksters, and shadow beings all represent humanity's attempts to relate to the vast archetypal currents that exist within the broader field of consciousness. Archetypal forces are real. They are not merely psychological concepts but living energetic patterns capable of influencing individuals, civilizations, and even entire historical epochs. Because consciousness naturally translates energy into understandable forms, these forces often manifest through symbolic imagery that reflects the observer's beliefs and expectations. Angelic archetypes embody qualities of unity, expansion, compassion, wisdom, creativity, courage, and unconditional love. They encourage us to remember our deep connection to one another and to Source itself. Their influence inspires healing, cooperation, forgiveness, and spiritual awakening. Demonic archetypes represent the opposite movement of consciousness. Their function is to reinforce the illusion of separation, limitation, fear, guilt, shame, conflict, and powerlessness. They thrive wherever consciousness identifies solely with the temporary world of form and forgets its eternal nature. Through fear-based beliefs, they maintain the perception that individuals are isolated beings struggling in an indifferent universe. These archetypal forces can sometimes take form and interact with human awareness, appearing in dreams, visions, mystical experiences, and altered states of consciousness. However, their greatest influence is exerted through the beliefs and emotional patterns we unconsciously carry within us. The path to spiritual liberation, therefore, consists of the purification of perception. As fear-based beliefs are examined, healed, and released, the influence of limiting archetypal patterns diminishes. In their place emerge greater clarity, sovereignty, and alignment with higher consciousness. When illusion is dissolved, only truth remains, and truth is always rooted in unity, love, and the remembrance of who you truly are. You must adapt. We are now surrounded by intergalactic and universal beings, celestials, as we are now moving beyond the afterlife of all that was and has ever been on the old Earth, while the new Earth is in full accelerated activation and now fully anchored. Working at soul level with the energies of the crystal pyramids, these are now all fully present and activated on the new Earth, and within the honeycomb-shaped white gold crystalline energy grids. The 12 new Stargate portals have been activated. The new core of the new Earth is fully connected interstellarly, intergalactically, universally, and omniversally. Note that this is having an enormous impact on all life and life forms, as we find ourselves in a cosmic vortex of total change, and you may feel that our bodies and energy systems have been put in a dryer to be purified and transformed into liquid light. You will begin to live and operate on multidimensional levels, and as your higher transmission channels, intuitive, telepathic, and manifestation abilities, etc., become fully activated, at times you may feel very strange and bizarre, as your bodies and energy fields will need to adapt physically. You will need more time to rest, breathe deeply, slow down, go into nature, and find calm. High-frequency music can be of great help, as can any practice that calms the central nervous system. Here the Arcturians, Pleiadians, Sirians, Andromedans, and others can assist you, but you must ask. Naturally, Archangel Raphael, Mary, Gabriel, Chamuel, Jophiel, and others are also always present. Yet no one can do the inner work and deep reconnection with your soul and divine source for you. That is your task. You have free will, and if you choose not to let go of old things, attachments, fears, then that is your choice. You can choose to stand still and not ascend. Everything is imbued with divine love, for we are now being reborn into completely new life and life forms. This is an unprecedented event, and it is a privilege to be here and experience it firsthand. Creations for the tapestry of life. Standing still. Now what? Dearest ones, for many, life on Earth is not necessarily pleasant. This happens because they are jumping between two dimensions, trying to maintain a foothold in both. The third dimension often seems boring, and the dimensions beyond it are not yet fully understood by most Earth beings. Perhaps the best analogy is a historical one. Discovering new lands meant encountering a world with unknown customs, foods, and shelters. The same applies to you now. What was no longer exists, or rather, no longer exists in your new world. Your three-dimensional world has remained unchanged, with pyramidal power structures in every aspect of life, and, very often, with fear as the foundation of those pyramids. You have even evolved beyond the inverted pyramid, which you once believed would be your new world. Your circular world is completely different. An inverted pyramid is no longer a goal, a structure that simply continues to increase the power and control of a select few. Your current circular structure indicates that no single power dominates the whole. You must do this because I have decreed it no longer applies. So you and those on the front lines of this transition from fear to love find yourselves in a dilemma. What once worked or was interesting no longer does. And what remains appears confusing and unlikely. You expected to make this transition in this lifetime. But you also expected that your transition from fear to love would be easier than you are now discovering it to be. You can easily understand what was and just as easily label it as something you no longer wish to adhere to. Nevertheless, the new life you are creating feels distant and intangible to you. You know what you would like, but it seems foreign to your current reality. Three-dimensional life had a well-defined structure, a structure in which you have successfully lived for eons of Earth time. This new world is a dream, not necessarily a concrete activity, direction, or power structure. We in the universe have broadly outlined what your new world would look like. But such a broad definition is not necessarily appropriate for your daily life. So you find yourself swinging between your current reality, based on three-dimensionality, and your dreams, which are nebulous concepts that seem to have no bearing on your everyday life. How can you reconcile what you're experiencing with what you hope your life on Earth will be? You cannot, just as you did not actively expect to walk as a child because your culture demanded it. Learning to walk happened naturally, without imposition from adults, books, or religious affiliations. It simply happened, and so it will be. Apart from awareness of this, there is very little you can do to force yourself to become a new person. Instead of a physical action to be taken to conform, the creation of yourself is an individual project that will happen when the time is right. And this natural process will occur without a structure to observe or physical actions to perform. No text or meditation can speed up the process, just as hoping your child will walk immediately after their first attempt to stand up will not accelerate their progress in walking. This is a unique, individual process that will culminate in a circular structure where no one is more powerful than another, and everyone is focused on the common goal of love and sharing, rather than fear and pain. Without a dominant being or beings creating social hierarchy, each individual is encouraged to create with others who share similar interests. No one is king, and no one is peasant. Instead, it will be a cohesive whole, dominated by no one, but fruitful for all. Your new world is being created. Sit, rest, enjoy the moment, play, and focus on those aspects that interest you now, but may not interest you tomorrow. Just as a rattle fascinated you before you learned to walk, when the time was right for you. Curiously, at a time similar to that of infants for eons of Earth's history. So be it. Amen. Ashanti the Sassani. Introducing Ashanti the human/ET Sassani hybrid. I am Ashanti. I am Sassani. You are genetically related to us. We find you as fascinating as our ancestors did. We look forward to playing with you. However, we will not be the first you encounter. You will encounter other hybrids first. Many of you will meet your own sons and daughters. It will be an exciting time for Earth, and for all the human beings who inhabit it. We will observe all the interactions that take place. We will wait our turn to meet you all. We will also learn from your experiences with the Pleiadians and the other hybrids. We have watched you for quite some time, but we are not impatient, nor are we disappointed with Earth humans. We understand how hard your life there on Earth has been. You chose to experience separation from Source, and you chose to live in conditions where your survival is not guaranteed. In fact, your life expectancy was once much lower than it is today. So you have faced many challenges on Earth. And while we do not feel pity for you, we do have compassion. We want to help you become the best version of yourselves that we know you can become. We consider you our equals, because we know you for the souls you are, and we are not deceived by the human masks you wear. We love you deeply and see Earth as a wonderful playground where we will soon play together. In the meantime, enjoy all the energies we are sending you. We are sending immense amounts of love, healing, and balancing energy to your planet and your collective consciousness. Those among you who are open to contact can now receive more energy than the average person who is afraid or unaware of the possibility of contact at this time. Reach out, raise yourselves, and open your hearts to us, because we have so much to share with you, and so much love for you. See you soon. I am Ashanti, the Sassani being of light and love.